What's going on, everyone? I'm just a typical, average American here today to react and learn about Canadian winter clothing. And the first thing I want to take a look at is this video showing Canadian winter fashion from 1989. We're gonna see what was cool 35 years ago in Canada, what kind of cool winter clothing and gear Canadians were wearing. And then after that, I think that's going to be very, very entertaining. And then after that, we're going to take a look at 6 winter clothing items that were invented in Canada that we all know and love of to this day. And then finally, we're going to wrap up with some special bonus pictures of what Canadian winter clothing could look like in the future. And so let's take a look. Let's take a dive into the past first and foremost here with winter fashion in Canada, 1989.
It seems like everyone has a different idea about how to dress for a prairie winter.
Oh, just for a little context, this is Calgary, December 20, 1989. It is freezing cold, and these two gentlemen are looking quite dapperly. Especially that man's hat, which I quite like.
Some bundle up. Others like a more loose-fitting and fashionable
Oh,
look.
okay. You know what is funny? This is a very this jacket is loud. You're you're gonna notice this jacket, and that's the point. I think stuff like this is actually coming back into popularity. Like, this jacket has a lot going on. And for a while there, it seems like that was a bit much. And now in 2024, I think you could wear this jacket. It looks quite poofy and warm and comfortable too.
The threat of quick frostbite to exposed skin
That's a cool
is,
jacket.
well, not that important. It's not just adults that are slaves to fashion. This student had only a light coat and
What?
shoes on.
What?
Are you guys out of your mind?
Of course. Some things never change, do they? Sometimes in some of the reactions I do, some of the TikToks or memes have Canadians in winter wearing like t-shirts and shorts. This guy has like this awesome denim jacket that's open with a t-shirt and jeans. No earmuffs, no hat, no gloves in the dead of winter. Wow.
Slaves to fashion. This student had only a light coat and shoes on. Are you guys out of your minds?
No, I guess we were just unprepared for the cold weather.
He seems like a very nice guy. Seems like a very chill guy, too. Literally. He's chilling, like, to death because he has nothing on. And I thought he was going to say, like, he's a slave to fashion or something. He's like, hey, I'll suffer for fashion. But he's just like, this is just what I wear. I don't really have a big jacket or something. I don't know. He's just rolling with it.
How do you feel walking even a short distance from the store to the school here?
Yeah.
We're freezing.
What about you? And you're drinking a milkshake. You don't have much on either.
Well,
Just
I'm
this
cold,
late.
but I think it's the wind chill factor that's really making it bad. But
The wind chill. That's what we say here in the United States in a lot of places where it doesn't even get all that cold. And then there's the wind, and we're like, oh, it's the wind that gets you. And yes, that is true. But it's clearly freezing cold where they are right now, wind or not. This guy needs to at least button up his jacket, my God.
I don't know. I'm thirsty and I like milkshakes, so.
Whether it's food or the daily drive.
This old news report is absolute gold. This is absolute gold. That's the quote of 2024 so far. I'm thirsty and I like milkshakes, so.
I don't know. I'm thirsty and I like milkshakes, so.
Whether it's food or the daily drive to work, Calgarians brave the bitter cold and icy streets today. Most slowed down, but even then, not everyone avoided an accident.
Wow, they literally captured somebody hitting the back of another person's car for this news story.
There were more than 60 of them. All were minor.
They seem very, I have to say, maybe this is a Calgary thing, maybe this is a Canadian thing, but for being like a car collision. These people don't look all that angry and upset. They just seem like a little more hospitable towards each other. Like, hey, okay, is everyone okay? Let's take a look here at the damage. And no one's like screaming and getting ready to fight like you might expect in some places in America. I gotta commend that.
Not everyone avoided an accident. There were more than 60 of them. All were minor.
Okay.
Electrical consumption was nearing an all-time record for the second day in a row as the temperature plunged to -30.
-30. So they're using a lot of electricity to heat the homes. -30 Celsius? What exactly is that in units that I can comprehend? -30 is -22 Fahrenheit. That my brain can't comprehend that. That happens like on planet Earth, like not in Antarctica. -22 Fahrenheit? That I can't even imagine that cold. I can't even imagine that cold. Those two boys in the unbuttoned jean jacket, talking about the wind chill. They are more insane than I even thought. And they're on their way to get milkshakes. Okay. Okay. Oh my God. This is making me snort. I'm so worked up. Okay. Let's keep going.
Even the Bow River was warmer than the air as water quickly condensed and formed an eerie shroud over the city.
Whoa. Oh, like literally nature can't comprehend what's going on right now. I didn't know this was a thing that can happen. The water is warmer than the air, and it's like vaporizing or something, or something like that.
But most people seem to take the cold in stride, even those who have to work in it.
Right.
You look like you're about ready to fall over now from, are you really?
Oh no, I was at the bar watching a hockey game last night.
What? They're not even trying. This is not supposed to be like a funny video. But it's just the most wholesome, like genuine Canadian interactions I've ever seen. The two kids getting milkshakes in -30. This guy pushing his bike in the snow. He was at the bar watching the hockey game, of course. Okay, let's keep going. Oh, you can't make this up.
Oh, so you're a little bit greased, eh?
You're a little bit. You can all the quotes from this too. Ah, you're a little bit greased, eh? Like so Canadian, so Canadian.
A hockey game last night.
Oh, so you're a little bit greased, eh?
Yeah, a little bit.
That helps you stay a little warmer.
Sure, it's antifreeze.
Oh my God.
The air will get colder yet. A low of
Wow, this looks like, yeah, the roads look pretty icy, like pretty dangerous actually. I imagine Canadians, certainly in parts of Canada that get down to -30, still can't believe that. Must be quite like skilled at the whole driving on the snow and ice thing by now.
of -34 tonight and no warming until Friday when it will be a balmy -5.
Oh my
Wayne
God.
Nicotuck, CBC News, Calgary.
Oh my God. That was actually fantastic. There's a little bit about Canadian winter clothing here. 35 years ago, pretty much wear whatever the heck you want. There's a lot of poofy winter jackets going on. Some jean jackets. This guy had a nice statement. I like this. I like this. That'd be cool today. It's quite loud if you're into that. These two, this looks like proper like Canadian winter garb right here. And then the last guy, this looks like so standard. This is classic Canadian 1989 winter right there. Perfect. All right, so let's jump ahead to the future a little bit, to the present at least. 6 fashion trends that were born in Canada. Canada created at least 6 things that are very well known today in terms of clothing, winter clothing. 6 trends that were born and bred on Canadian soil and have played a role in merchandising Canada to the world. Okay, starting with The blanket jacket. The blanket jacket. What? I wouldn't have even called this a jacket, really. It's like a coat. It's sort of a nice coat. What makes it a blanket jacket? It's like more of a clothy. Is that wool or? Because it's not synthetic jacket that you see a lot today. It's like a blanket. It's like wearing a blanket. Okay, what is this? Known today as a thick wool pea coat. Yes, exactly. Couldn't have said it better. That's what I was trying to come up with those words. It's like a thick woolen coat, pea coat. Blanket coat was labeled in the press as a national costume that represented the Canadian identity. Possibly Canada's first athleisure garment. Began as a uniform for participants in the Montreal Snowshoe Club. This is like Canada invented like the wool peacoat? Really? Like that's pretty amazing. This is something that everyone on the planet might purchase or wear in the cold. That's pretty amazing. Okay. It became an internationally recognized symbol of Canada by the 60s. It's had comebacks in the 80s, 90s, O's. And you'd see people wearing this. Maybe not as much today. People might just buy like more synthetic clothing because it's cheaper. But you can't beat a thick wool coat in the winter, can you? Blanket jacket. I've never heard that term. Blanket jacket. That's cool. Next we have the sweatsuit. The sweatsuit? Like a sweatshirt? And sweatpants. That's just a typical Thursday night for me. Wearing a sweatshirt and sweatpants while I lounge around. Coincidentally, the official uniform of 2020, although the tracksuit was championed and popularized by Adidas in the 60s, something a little different was happening north of the border. Born out of a love for sport, streetwear, Canadian imagery, Roots Roots, like this is a brand? Roots, literally the brand she's wearing. Roots created a sweatshirt, not only comfy, but an icon in the 80s and 90s. Oh, cool. Is this like a very good sweatshirt? Roots, I've not heard of that. Romanticized Canadian culture and adventure. Very nice. Didn't know that. Here's just a Canadian waiting in line at Tim's for his coffee, right? No, no. It's a parka. Parka. What is a parka? A functional form of Canadian fashion, the warm winter jacket dates back to the First Nations. So, the jacket he's wearing? That looks like a very modern jacket to me. Parka? You need it when humans needed warmth, protection from wind, waterproof shell. When you're in the Canadian Arctic, the style of the parka changed from a pullover to an open front. Is it the jacket or? Yeah, this warm winter jacket. I'm a little confused. I might look up like on Google what a parka is. Parka. Is it a type of jacket? Type of coat with a hood, often lined with fur or fake fur. Sure, okay. That makes a little more sense to me. Yeah, classic Canadian parka right there for sure. Okay, is there anything that's a little more standard here? Yeah, like he's wearing this kind of jacket. Like that makes sense to me. This guy, is he wearing a parka? I don't know. It's manufacturers like Quartz Company, Canada Goose, brought this urban design. Parkas are known as Arctic luxury now. Okay. All right, cool. I'm a little confused on what a parka is, but that's okay. Winter boots. Winter boots. Canada invented winter boots? Really? What technically is a winter boot? Although winter boots didn't originate in Canada, many styles and brands have. Okay. So, in the 60s and 70s, Canada popularized winter boots with brands like Cougar Pillow, Bastion Industries, Kamek Boots, Sorel's cold weather boots. Okay, Canada just does winter boots really well. Didn't necessarily invent it, but made them very popular. Okay, makes sense. What do we have here? The toque, the toque, the toque, the toque, the hat. Yes, this is invented in Canada. That's fantastic. I thought these are very popular in Canada. Doesn't it usually have like a squishy ball on the top? The toque was invented in Canada. No way. I realized the toque, referring to a winter hat, is a Canadian term, although the concept of a knitted cap to keep your head warm is not just unique to Canada. The term is. And the pom-poms? So what makes it a toque is the pom-pom. And the word toque is Canadian. Okay, I get it. Other places around the world probably, like, invented a hat as well. It's a stereotypical sight Canadian winters have been known for now. Okay, yeah. Oh, Canadian, you can't get more Canadian winter than that. A toque. Okay, and what else do we have? Leggings? Leggings? Leggings. Invented by Canada? Like, the leggings are so freaking popular and so common now. Like, basically, I would almost say, like, one of the most popular leg wear for women, like, certainly in the world of all time at this point, leggings. Got a push when Lululemon entered in the 90s? The leggings were invented in Canada, born in Vancouver. Lululemon offered yoga-inspired athletic apparel. Is Lululemon a Canadian brand? I didn't know that. And they invented, like, leggings as we know them. Quickly revolutionized the purpose of leggings, giving them a chance to shine in the street. Today, it is one of the most top-selling, influential athleisure brands in the world. Yes. Wow. Leggings were invented in Canada, or at least made popular in Canada. That's funny. That's very random to me. All right, cool. Thanks, Canada. Leggings. All right, very good. I learned a lot of random stuff about Canadian winter clothing today, and we're going to finish it off with a little fun. I used an AI image generator to generate an image of Canadian winter clothing, sort of modern Canadian winter clothing. This is what AI comes up with when you tell it to make an image of that. Just a gentleman in a big, like 10 layers of clothing, honestly, looking quite dashing. He looks a little bit like me, if you ask me. If dare I say that. All right, maybe not. This guy's got a jacket, huge hood with fur. This is like a little exaggerated, but this, like, I don't know. You could see this in Canada, like walking around and be like, okay, fairly normal. Then I asked the AI to create Canadian winter clothing from the future, from the year 3000. And what Canadians will be wearing in the future for the winter is this. Apparently hoods that take up the entire sidewalk, hoods that take up the entire street. And I don't know, is your jacket like battery powered? It's glowing. I don't know what that does. But the boots, yeah, man, no more struggling to get through the Canadian winters anymore. Those boots will just walk you to work themselves. You don't even have to do anything. Apparently, in Canadian future, there's a lot of scary birds flying around, and Big Ben, the clock tower, has been built like 3 times in Canada. I don't know why. These AI images are kind of random sometimes, but there you go. Canadians, I don't make the rules. That's what you're going to be wearing in 1,000 years for winter. I think it looks pretty cool. I don't know what all those knobs do. And then 1,000 years later, it might look like this, which I think is actually pretty cool. You don't even have to do anything anymore. You're just half robot at this point. The Canadian winter clothing is built into your body. It's all good. Kind of scary. But again, this is just like a fun little image generation I made up with this Chat GPT image generator for fun. So, I don't know. check back in 1,000, 2,000 years, see if this prediction came true. And with that being said, I actually enjoyed all this quite a bit. Taking a look at all the different Canadian winter clothing throughout the years and Canadian winter fashion throughout the years and what it's invented, it's really quite fascinating. And it's actually very educational today. And that first video was just funny. That was just a gem. I enjoyed this quite a bit. Anyway, if you enjoyed this as well, feel free to give this video a like or leave a comment, perhaps with your thoughts on Canadian winter clothing or anything you saw here today. And if you're interested in more videos like this, me reacting to Canada and Canadian culture, feel free to subscribe for more. And until then, thanks for watching, and see you next time.